So it's all rather strange at the moment. The movers have been here, they've done the first day here, they've been packing up in the house. The garage they're going to do tomorrow. As you can see, they've bought quite a few boxes. This is all stuff that I had stored under the house that I had to pull out. And of course the MG is living out on the driveway at the moment. The little Austin's okay there, there should be room around it. So this is what they're going to tackle tomorrow. It's rather strange being in the house at the moment because everything's packed up. There's just boxes everywhere, stuff everywhere. That's stuff I have them leaving behind that I'm going to take with me. But I keep going and opening drawers and things and there's nothing in them. That's the washing machine sound behind me. Yeah, it's literally just a wall of boxes. So they still haven't done this room. They've started doing this room. So I've packed up my computer and everything, but then they haven't quite got to actually moving that stuff. Plus there's all still the stuff in the cupboard there. Luckily that means they haven't got to the bedroom yet, so I've still got a bed to sleep on. But yeah, it's kind of strange when your whole house is just being packed up around you. And because my computer's packed up and all my electronics are packed up and all the garage is packed up, and I've disconnected the TV and the stereo and all that kind of stuff, all I've really got for entertainment is my little laptop there. And I don't have much to do, so I'll just eat dinner and watch YouTube videos all night, I guess. So the movers have just finished packing up the house and the garage. They were here yesterday, loaded up one truck completely full of stuff, and came back today with another slightly smaller truck, which luckily wasn't so full, but everything that they're taking to the new house is now packed up and will be delivered tomorrow morning. Obviously I'm in the garage at the moment. The only things in here are the MGB, which will have to stay here over the weekend. I'll pick it up on Sunday. And the Austin 7, which is going to go up on a truck tonight and be delivered tomorrow night. And then there's a few bits and pieces of things they won't take in the truck because it's considered dangerous goods. So this is full of cans of spray paint. It's all various solvents and things, petrol, wax and grease remover, thinners, all that kind of stuff is in that box. So I'll need to take that stuff up in the car. For Warren, there's the triplane. Still got it. It's looking a bit the worse for wear these days, but considering it's 30 years old and has moved from Auckland to Wellington and now out, so I'm going to take that in the car because it's just so brittle. I found a dead wetter. Well, a mostly dead wetter. It was still kind of twitching a bit. Oh, there he goes. I'm not sure if that's actually alive or just sort of reflex action. That's some of the local wildlife for you. I don't know why I keep finding them in here. They sort of crawled in here and I'd always be finding these things dead and dried out on the floor. So that's kind of it. I'm leaving one of those sets of shelves because they're bolted to the wall and it'll be useful for whatever tenants come in here. Just to get some idea of how this garage compares to where I'm going. So the new shed is 10 meters by 10 meters. So 100 square meters. This is a little bigger than a standard double garage. Basically, it's 5 meters across here. So I'm going to have double that width. And it's quite long, so it's 7.5 meters long. So if I've just got cars along one edge, I should be able to fit 2 cars end to end. And then this has got this this extra little piece here, which is 2 meters deep. So it kind of makes it, if you imagine this bit went 3 more meters that way and this wall was 3 more meters that way, that's kind of the size of the new place, I guess. Bit sad to be leaving all my workbenching behind. I didn't put this in, it was here when I moved into the house, but I should be able to build something similar at the new place. I mean, this is all just 2x4s and then dyno bolted to the floor. I did something quite similar when I had the garage built up at my Auckland house. So I think that's kind of it until I move and slowly get things set up in the new place. One thing I did have to buy is a girder gantry. So basically it's just two vertical posts, steel posts with a stable base on wheels and a big steel girder across the top, and it's height adjustable, so you can lift it up to about 3.5 meters, I think. And the reason I had to get that is because I did have the mill sitting here, and even though mine's only a smallish hobby workshop type mill, it still weighs about 350 kg. So I was able to get that there and up on its stand because this garage has rather solid timber beams. The new garage is all metal and it doesn't have any beams like that. So I'd have nothing to hang the chain over to be able to lift up the mill when I get to the other end and have to get it back up on its stand. So I thought a girder thing would be quite handy. And it's also going to be handy for things like lifting the engine in and out of the MG if I ever need to do that. The Austin 7 isn't too bad. You can almost lift those by hand. But the Riley, the engine and the gearbox, it'll be really useful for being able to move those as well. Whoops, I just backed into the triplane. You can see the car a lot better without being surrounded by crap. This, I'm still waiting for the Vic form to come through, and then I'll look at getting it on the road when I'm settled in the new place. I'm not too sad about leaving my house and my garage behind because we're going to a nice new house and a new garage. But I'm a little bit sad about my garden. It's not much of a garden. It's like a few little beds and things, but I've actually been able to grow things in it. Including passion fruit, which amazes me. So these managed to grow here. Things like peas and beans, all sorts of herbs, blueberries. There's a pea strangling the blueberries, sunflowers, courgettes. Not a lot of anything, but enough. I've kind of let it all go a bit now because I knew I was going to be leaving it, but it's a bit of a shame, but we'll be able to start a nice new garden. So this is my new shed. Thought I'd better quickly take a film before the movers get here and it gets completely full of all my crap. So it's 10 by 10, nice high ceiling in the middle. I'm not sure about attaching things to the walls. I'm guessing I'll need to put up some wooden battens and line part of it, but I'll figure all of that out. And this is the view out the window. I can see cows. So it's definitely a more rural setting. Garage is separate to the house, which is down over there. Has its own separate driveway. On the other side of the house there's what we call little shed, and this one here is big shed. And that big green round thing, that's Humpty. This is the other side of the house. Another driveway, lots of parking, and that's a little shed. So that's another little single car garage where my girlfriend will keep her car and some of her stuff. Definitely lots of space for cars. already meeting the neighbours.